So we got about 60 ton of stone to get spread. We're gonna extend this road down back here to this hay barn pad. We're going to put stone all the way back to it because the mud and this road gets traveled so frequently. I think I've got it pretty well cut the way I want it. It's got a few spots kind of low in it, but I'll get them filled with stone. As you can tell, she's pretty powdery. We ain't had rain in about a month. But we'll walk down here and I'll show you the ending to it, how I'm going to lay this in here. I want to build the road up just a little bit higher so the water stays off of it and it runs off the sides. Then we'll come back in here and touch the topsoil up on the sides of the road and make it look pretty good. We'll seed and straw loading. Whenever it decides it's going to rain, I really don't want to waste the time and money on it because gravel nowadays is not very cheap. We put asphalt millings down here on this pad. I got them pretty cheap, and that's a pretty big pad, and that's a good base. But I figured this will give enough room to swing equipment in and out of here and kind of take off that way with it. These millings held up really well, but our local company that hauls them, I kind of had a deal worked out with him on about 10 loads. He hauled these 3. I had him haul me 2 more up there for that other pad. But he hauled me these 3 here, and we had a deal worked out, and then he backed out on our deal, so I'm going back to hauling rock because $300 a load for asphalt millings is a little ridiculous. So stone may be a little more expensive, but I'd rather buy something that's fresh and it's limestone and it's going to last. Millings are they're already reclaimed anyway, so I don't feel like that's a very fair deal. I'd rather just get gravel in if we're going to spend that much money. But we got her cut out, sod cut off. I said we got it pretty well cut in here where I want it. That's just, the ground's freaking hard. So this ought to lay in pretty good here, but it's going to take me a little while to get the road laid in. I'm going to go ahead and start on that section there and just keep working my way this way. And then whenever I get it all laid in, I'll take the plane over the whole damn thing. Slick it out. But, yeah. Pretty excited about this new road. I spent all last winter trying to beat rains and getting equipment moved up here to work on it. And this year I'll be able to go down here whenever the hell I want to. In the rain, whatever. So, let's get a cracking at it. About this probably an hour. Got about 2 loads spread already. I've got it kind of just, I'm roughing it in right now. I'm really not too worried about smoothing this at the moment. I'm just kind of getting it fluffed in here so I can see what rock I got to work with, and then I'll run the plane over it. I'll have to run pretty slow with the plane because it'll probably dig because this ain't dirty. It's 73s. It's clean 7s. So, 320's doing her job. I just run it up here and run it back. I'm actually doing the outside ground right now. It's kind of hard to dig because I didn't do a full 2 bucket width. I only did 1 and then a half. I should have done 2. That way I had, or I didn't have the kind of a ridge down the middle, but I'll get that knocked out with the plane whenever I put the plane up here in a minute. I'll go down here and finish spreading this end in here, get all the roughing in done, and I'll run the plane over it, and then I'll go through and do a couple kind of flying passes to get it laid in. You can see it's kind of a little ridged up right there, but I'll get that laid in a second. But I can finish getting this dirt right here covered up, and then I'm going to plane it, and then I'll do a couple passes over top of it, just getting it kind of cleaned up. So we'll get back with you here in a minute. This here is the finish result. I have not got a chance to run the plane over it. I went ahead and I extended this out right here. This always is just muddy, and I got tired of dealing with it, so side turned into stone, so that way when we come out of that gate, it's a nice even roadway out of here. Especially if we go back to the hay barn from here. These clean 7s, the cool thing is, I don't know really if I need to run the plane over it or not, but as you drive over them, they pretty much like almost self-level themselves, which is pretty nice. There were some bumps in here I left that's tracked down quite nicely. I think it looks pretty good. I may run it down the middle here just to knock this little bit of ridge down to see what it does. If this is dirty 73s, I'd have just rough spread everything and then ran that plane over it. But these are clean, and it's hard to back drag clean stone. It's because it ends up like water under the bucket. And I've spread a lot of tons of this clean stuff, and it just seems like it's better if you can spread it in one pass pretty and call it a day. So my end's not the beautifulest, but I'm gonna probably hook the plane up real fast and run down a couple of these bumps down here because there's some pretty good ones in here. I put quite a bit of rock in here. This will be a lot nicer this winter getting back here to this stuff. Won't have to deal with the mud no more. Sorry I didn't get any outside shots tonight. I was more worried about trying to get this finished up. Back here to this pad. Me and Dad just can't believe sometimes how much roadway we got around the farm. Like, we never had this much roadway. It's crazy. We just decided, I kind of decided, I was like, I'm getting tired of the mud. Grass never grows here because we always driving up through here. And it's always this section because now that we got that pad, all the equipment's sitting down here in the summertime. So hell with it. We'll just put gravel down. But it turned out pretty good, really. We'll be kind of curious to see what it does when it rains. And this ground underneath here gets a little softer. It shouldn't pump any because of how much traffic's been on this piece right here. It's packed to hell. It's half acre. We've hauled a lot of dirt up this road. So we'll just see what it looks like here in this winter whenever the freezing thaws get in and out of it. But we're getting into the fall time, so it's pretty nice weather and it's dry right now. It's supposed to rain toward the end of the week, so we're trying to get some stuff done around the farm while it's dry. And this kind of was on the list, but it got sped up because it's like I'm getting ready to start planting wheat, so I'm gonna have a lot of time to do this type of stuff. So we'll get her done now. This will be really nice in here. So anyhow, that's my quick little video of the new roadway back to the hay barn pad. We will catch y'all later. Thank y'all for watching and stay tuned for more.